Hello students, let me explain Hope's experiment. Let me explain Hope's experiment which demonstrates the anomalous expansion of water. So as you know, the anomalous expansion of water, when we cool the water from 4 to 0 degrees Celsius, then the water, instead of contracting, it expands. Therefore, it is called the anomalous expansion of water. For that, to demonstrate that, we have apparatus like this. Okay, so this is a cylindrical metal, okay, which has two opening P and Q, where the two thermometer T1 and T2 is placed, and we have a cylindrical trough, okay, on which the mixture of ice and salt is placed, which is called the freezing mixture. Okay, so this cylindrical trough is placed in the center portion of this metallic cylinder. Got it? Good. So this now metallic cylinder is filled with water. So this water has the same temperature as the room temperature. Let's say it is 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, initially let's say the room temperature is 12 degrees Celsius. So I hope you understood the apparatus. We have a metallic cylinder which has two opening P and Q, where the two thermometer T1 and T2 is placed, and we have a cylindrical trough in the center portion which is surrounding this metallic cylinder, and in which we have mixed freezing mixture, which is a mixture of ice and salt. Understood? So initially both the thermometer T1 and T2 shows the same temperature, that is room temperature. Okay, let's say the room temperature is 12 degrees Celsius, then T1 and T2 both will show room temperature, which is 12 degrees Celsius. Now after some time, it is seen that the lower thermometer shows decrease in temperature. Okay, starts decreasing, the temperature in the lower thermometer T2 starts decreasing, and it becomes 4 degrees Celsius very rapidly. After that, it becomes constant. So lower thermometer shows the 4 degrees Celsius only. Okay, after some time, it was 12 degrees Celsius before, starts rapidly decreasing its temperature and becomes 4 degrees Celsius, and it becomes constant. Once it becomes 4 degrees Celsius, and it is until then the upper thermometer T1 shows only 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, there is no change in the upper thermometer temperature. But once it becomes 4 degrees Celsius, then you can see there is a change in the upper thermometer temperature. Okay, then it starts decreasing its temperature, and finally it becomes 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it was 12 degrees Celsius before, then it becomes 0 degrees Celsius after some time. Okay, so that's what is happening. So let me give the explanation for that. Why is it happening? Okay, and how can it prove the anomalous expansion of water? Okay, explanation. Initially, as you know, that both the thermometer T1 and T2 was showing the 12 degrees Celsius, that is the room temperature. Okay, so there is a freezing mixture over here which has a temperature 0 degrees Celsius, so which is placed in the center portion. This freezing mixture cools down the water which is in immediate contact with this mixture. So in the center portion, the water starts cooling down. So it was 12 degrees Celsius, then it starts decreasing its temperature, 12, 11, 10, that way starts decreasing temperature. So when the water starts cooling down, it will contract. Okay, water in the center portion will contract. As it will contract, the density will increase. As the density will increase, it will become heavy, and it will sink. So when the water starts cooling down, it will contract and it will sink, and the water from below the center portion, it will start going up. Okay, so this cool water comes down, and the water with room temperature will go up. Again they will cool down, again they will come below, and the hot water from here will go up. Okay, so that keep on happening. That process is called convection. So by convection, what happens? The water below the center portion starts losing its temperature, starts cooling down, and it becomes 4 degrees till it becomes 4 degrees Celsius, till the water below the center portion becomes 4 degrees Celsius, which can be shown by the thermometer. After 4 degrees Celsius, there is no further decrease in temperature. Okay, so we have the water over here in the center portion and water below the center portion with temperature 4 degrees Celsius, but there is no change in the temperature in the upper region. Okay, upper region. So what happens once it becomes 4 degrees Celsius, then further since it is 0 degrees Celsius, the freezing mixture, again it will cool down the water. There is a temperature difference. Again it will make the water in the center portion cool down from 4 to below. Okay, so once the water starts cooling down below 4 degrees Celsius, then what happens? Instead of contracting, water starts expanding. So once the water starts expanding, that is called the anomalous expansion. Anomalous expansion takes place. As a result, the density over here is decreases. Okay, instead of increasing, density decreases because water is expanding now. So once the water is expanding, the density over here decreases. As a result, the higher density water from up will fall down, will sink down, and the this cool water will go up. Okay, as a result, what happens? The this water from the upper portion starts coming down, and it gets cooled down. Again it goes up. Again it starts coming down, it gets cooled up. Again it goes up. So this is happening till 0 degrees Celsius because the water is cooling from 4 to 0 degrees Celsius now. So initially it was 12 degrees Celsius. It will come down and it starts decreasing temperature. Again it will go up. Again it will come down, because once it starts cooling down from 4 to 0 degrees Celsius, what's happening? Water is expanding. As a result, the density will decrease. As a result, the high density water from up will go down, and it starts cooling down, and again it will go up. That way this process keeps on happening till the water in the upper region from the center portion becomes 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, here it can only become 4 degrees Celsius because below 4 degrees Celsius the water starts expanding. As a result, only the water from up will go down. Okay, it won't go up. It won't be able to go up. Only the water from up will go down, and it becomes 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, finally the water cools down, and the upper region becomes 0 degrees Celsius, and the lower region becomes 4 degrees Celsius. Okay, so so final temperature of thermometer T1 is 0, and final temperature of thermometer T2 is 4 degrees Celsius. Understood? So this is the consequence of anomalous expansion of water.